She is, pretty lady. Well, I
Hey
want to
guys.
thank. Hi, Jessica. Real quick
Hey.
introduction because we want you to get to the meat and potatoes of it all. I'm Tammie
Yes.
Glowacki, as we all know. Everyone on here is old school, and we know what we're doing on Tuesdays, and we alternate. I asked Jessica Ferguson to jump on this evening. We were paired up in the Founders Club group with two other incredible women. And so I have listened to her for many weeks and just her ups, her downs, her highs, her lows. But she amazes me because actually one of her recent lows just ignited a fire in her.
hmm
So her name's Jessica Ferguson. Like I said, she's a gold manager. She's from Quincy, um, Illinois,
hmm
and she is a registered nurse. So she's 50 pounds down, and she does social. She's very consistent. So that's what I've asked her to share on tonight. So Jessica, take it away.
Yeah. Hi guys. Yep. Like you said, I'm in Quincy, Illinois. I just turned 43 last Wednesday. I've been married 22 years. I have a 20-year-old son and a 17-year-old or 18-year-old daughter. Sorry. So we're got one in college to be a fireman. We got another one going. After she graduates, we're on the college tour process and everything else. So, I, being a nurse, I was furloughed when COVID was going on. So during all that time, I was furloughed. I was pretty depressed because I'm essential. I should not be like furloughed. So being home and the kids were home. I'm eating like crazy. I'm waiting for Netflix to like tell me there's like nothing left to watch because I feel like we would pick an actor and we'd watch like every single one of their movies. So I put on like 40 pounds and I was already overweight to begin with. So I put on another 40 pounds. Um, I was depressed. I was anxious. I was in a bad mood, just everything. So a mutual friend reached out to me and she's like, hey, how would you like to lose, up to 15 pounds in 8 days? And she's like, and you don't have to work out. And I'm like, hell yeah, sign me up. So, signed up and I lost 7 pounds my first 8 days. My first shot, I swear, looked like a mug shot. I was not smiling. You could just see that I was depressed. And then just at 7 pounds, that change, like that glow in my face, everything, it was just amazing. I became a distributor like a week later because I knew I wanted to continue. And I knew with my husband being a tightwad, the only way I could do this is becoming a partner now. So I paid out of pocket my first time with my first bundle. Ever since then, my commissions paid for it. So that's the high point right there. I went on, so from February 2021 to that September, I dropped 50 pounds. I felt amazing. I had dropped so many pant sizes. I felt incredible, and we're going on vacations. I like get my swimsuits, it just like really pumped me back up. Um, I got gold manager. I got my first trip to Park City, Utah, which is amazing. If you have not been on any of the trips yet, I it just they treat you like royalty. They roll out the red carpet. I took my mom with me. My husband wasn't able to go, so I took my mom, and I feel like I got extra bonus points because we went like the day after Mother's Day. So I was like, haha, I won. My sisters couldn't outbeat me. Um, I built up my team. I've lost my team. I'm in the rebuilding process again. So there's that back and forth kind of thing. Um, I One of the things that's actually working with me well right now is I don't have my gallbladder and I have hypothyroidism. So when I speak a lot about gut health to people, I know what it's helped me with. So I feel like my story resonates with a lot of people. And then also like I feel like I'm not in that premenopausal yet, but I feel like I could see the door and it's like trying to pull me close. So it's like I feel like I connect, with a lot of people with everything I've been through with the bowel issues, the hypothyroidism, and then, the pre menopausal, if that's what you want to call it. Um, I Our team actually we focus a lot on social media, and I made my Facebook more of a digital creator. And I like that. Like, I know some people don't want to do it, some people do. I like doing it because it helps to let me see my progress. It shows me what age groups I'm connecting with the most, which seems to be like my age group and just a little bit, I think like 10 years higher that I'm connecting with the most. It's showing me when people are looking at my page the most, whether it's in the morning, which I feel like morning for me, like before they go to work, and then once they get off work, I feel like that's when they're looking at my stuff the most. So I typically try to post something at Facebook and Instagram. I have them connected. So if I post anything on one, it automatically goes to the other. I post in the morning and then I'll post again in the evening. So I just did another post. I like to do a lot of posts that are interaction. So not to where they have to do a thumbs up or like a heart, something like that. I like it to where they have to actually comment. And then that makes it, I'm going to comment back. And that's making my Facebook, you know, I'm constantly, people are constantly seeing me. I have people commenting on things like weeks ago that I posted. So that seems to help quite a bit. And I do reels. Um, I cut back. I haven't been doing as many as I was before, but I need to get back to it. And it seems like if I do a funny reel, that's the one that's going to get the most attention. Um, I did this one. I actually called a blooper. I mixed up a drink, and then when I think I was like going like this. I was like shaking it or something, like trying to get to blend, like showing people, and the water popped back in my face and went up my nose, and it was just I kind of did that moment and I stopped it, but I still posted it and people loved it. I had so much interaction on that because people want to see the real you. I don't use filters. Um, I just, they see me, they see the true me and they interact with it. So, got any questions for me?
Yeah, no, that's great. No, what I was gonna say is when you're doing the AM, the PM, like you
Hmm.
had said, and then it automatically will go on your Instagram. Are those lives? Are they posts? You said they're interactive, which is good, where it's not just a thumbs up, but
Right.
answering a question. Just curious, are they lives or posts with pictures,
Sure.
or you just shake it up?
I do a little bit of everything, but again, on that digital creator, the professional dashboard, it shows me what people are looking at the most. So it shows that me just having like a picture is getting more interaction. Like when I
Mm,
do, I don't have as much interaction when I do like a video. I mean, I do, but I have more if it's just a picture of me like holding digestive aid or holding my puppy or just something like that. I feel like it shows I'm getting more interaction with people just a picture. And
mhm.
one thing I like to do that I had seen, I think was through a training, um, that if you like don't just like show the container like on the counter, like have it where you're showing some kind of skin, whether it's like a finger or something. And then with that, because people are seeing, I don't know, it does something different to their brain. So try to show some kind of skin.
Sounds good. Will you share real quick? Because I know that you have, well, we have more time. Whenever
Yeah,
you need to jump off, please just let me know.
I
But
will.
I know
Yeah.
when we were doing the Founders Club that you talked about, you have done a lot of events at different places, restaurants, coffee shops, whatever. And recently you had a breakthrough where it may have like, made you very discouraged, but it actually lit a fire
Hmm.
under you is what you were sharing. Will you share that? Just
I will.
kind of
Yeah.
how you've been marketing? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I've done parties at my home where I've had a few people show up and I was like, well, I'll try something different. So I would do it at my church, like in the basement, no one shows up. And I'm like, oh, one time I had a few people, like, I don't know, maybe six. So that was a good one. But this last time no one showed up. So, my upline, she's like, well, try it at a Mexican restaurant. I feel like a lot of people love Mexican. I'm like, okay. So I went to a Mexican restaurant. I have everything like set out. No one shows up. So I was like, oh, and I kind of felt dumb because I'm sitting there by myself at this big table, no one's there. But I don't know. It was just like when I left there, I was upset about it, but I didn't let it bring me down. I just happened to pop on Facebook and I seen someone's post that they were looking for something to help them sleep. So I messaged her right away and I started talking to her about XR2. And then I started talking to another person about the business side as well. And then I went ahead and I hopped on groups and I looked for vendors, because vendors, I'd done one vendor before, but it was kind of weird. My downline, she picked it out, and it was like a biker show, so I didn't feel like it was like the right area for us, not with wellness products. So we had some people come up and talk to us, but it wasn't the right atmosphere for us. So I connected myself to some groups in our area that do a lot of vendor shows, and I actually just had one in Hannibal, and it was amazing. The facility was beautiful. I got so much interaction. I had people reaching out to me already asking me about some of the products that we talked about. So that one was nice. So vendors are where I'm going to start going. And I only paid like $25 for like, and they had a table for me and a chair, which I didn't sit at, but it was super cute. I'll have to send you a picture of what it looked like. It was cute.
Yes, please do. And was that, just let me ask you, with that, were you by yourself or did you have
Hmm.
someone on your team with you?
Nope, I was all by myself. I'm trying to regrow my team. So I
Okay.
have a few people who are on my team, but they're not doing anything. I have that are local, and I have one who's more in southern Missouri. So we're like a good 8 hours away from each other. So I
Mhm.
really can't, do that. I thought about going to see her one day and doing like a vendor show with her on the weekend, but I did this one all by myself, and I'm not a shy person. I just started talking to him. So a lot of conversations, and it was a good one. All my business cards were taken that day.
Okay, that's another thing I was going to ask you because I've done events as well as I'm sure several of us have on this Zoom, and I've always gotten their contact information so I can follow up because I've had business cards before. I've just had, I've tried different ways. I
Right.
kind of look back, you guys, to my very beginning and I chuckle. I chuckle a little tiny bit to myself because I ordered these flyers and I had my business card and I put it on and I went to the gym
Oh,
over in La Mesa and I put it on all their windows, and I didn't get any calls from that. Like I wouldn't do that today for me
right.
because I just wouldn't. But I was giving it my a valiant attempt. So how has that gone for you where you've handed out your business cards to them?
So what I did is I had like the gut health set up. I had like what it would be like for X bundle, X plus. I had all the products right there. But I also
Mhm.
had like a little basket where I have a Cricut. Now I'm pretty crafty with making things. So I made koozies and I put Zingular on them, and then I stuck my business card in it. I put a trim stick and I put a sample bag in there with a zing and accelerate. So I was talking to them more with that. And then,
Mhm.
my business card was in there, so they're getting that. But I also have what is called a dot card, and they're amazing. So I'm not having to buy business cards all the time, and people can scan my QR code and they see my page right there. So my website. So that makes it nice for them. Another thing I did with it being, around Christmas time, I had like a gift bag, and I just bought like a bunch of cute little like ornaments from like Dollar Tree, stuff like that. And I think I had some things I had bought from like Zing Fest, Zing Fling, like a mixer,
Mhm.
stuff like that. And so anyone who stayed there and talked to me for quite a long time, I let them pick. I lifted up the bag so they wouldn't see in it, and I had them pick something out. So they enjoyed it because they're getting a gift from me. Everyone loves to walk away with something. So they're
Mhm.
getting a gift from me. They're getting all the information, and then it's just a little thing to remember me, when they take my business card. And on my business card on the back of it, I've got my before and after pictures. So when they see it, they're like, "Oh my gosh." So yeah,
Very cool. Can you drop in our message the digital, how you're saying like people are seeing what you're, posting and what times are good and what content is being
mhm,
seen? I'm not familiar with that. Maybe the other gals are.
sure. All right,
Um,
it's on with your professional dashboard, but yeah, I'll take a screenshot of it so you can see it. So I made my Facebook professional and not to where it's just a regular Facebook. I went to the dashboard. Made it to a professional uh, Facebook. I guess that's how you can say it. But
okay.
I've actually made it now to where I can actually earn money from my Facebook. I've rose that much. So I haven't made a whole lot. I think it's like $12, but I mean, hey, I made some
Yeah.
money off of it. People can give me stars now, and I think I'm considered a rising. entrepreneur. I think that's what it's at now. So yeah.
And you go in 2 times a day, AM,
Yeah, I
PM?
try to do morning and the PM. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
But I'll
Okay.
send you that picture. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about with it too.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
What have you found has just helped you the most on your singular journey? You and I talked about what prompted you to do the business because for some people they don't want to do it or become a brand
Right.
partner. But for you, it was hubby's not going to be allowing
Yeah.
me to continue to
Yeah.
purchase.
Well, and I
And have
needed
you
to,
ever
I mean,
done anything like this before, or was this your first time?
it was my first time. Yeah. I wanted to continue because I wanted to help contribute more too. It's like even though I'm a nurse, he's got a good job too. Money is still tight, so I want to do what
Mhm.
I could, and he says that I have that champagne diet on that beer budget, which I totally do. So I wanted to be able to still go out and spend money, and do things. And so we've been able to travel a lot this year, pay for prom dresses, just I want to be able to do those things that I didn't get to do, when I was a kid. So this is
Mhm.
my way of just making sure it's going to happen. So yeah, I got to
Very
hop off here too. I got to rush to volleyball. Pray for a win
Thank you.
tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll pray for a win. Let's
Yes.
play for a win. Thank you so much for jumping on. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and just thank you for your time. Greatly
Oh yeah.
appreciate you.
You guys as well. It was nice meeting you all, and I'll make sure I send that information to you so you can see it.
That sounds
So,
good. Thank you so much, Jessica.
you're
Merry
welcome.
Christmas.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, you guys. Yeah. Why don't do we want to turn off the recording?